This is a fantastic question, and it's something I think about daily. Let's say tomorrow, we discovered the antibody that causes schizophrenia, and we know exactly how to treat it. It's with steroids. Is schizophrenia now under Neuro's purview? Or is it immunology's purview? Like, does Room handle it now because it was actually an antibody the whole time? That's basically what happened with NMDA encephalitis. All cognitive functions are rooted in neurologic functions. So all psych disorders are extensions of neurologic dysfunction. I think back in the day when we couldn't detect anything, but there was still disorder, we just considered it mental illness. But now that our technology is evolving and we are able to use things like fMRI or deep EEGs to detect changes in people that don't have neurologic illness but classical mental illness, the lines are kind of getting blurred again. And it seems like every time we discover a new etiology for something, psychiatry shrinks a little bit because our field is obsessed with only looking at transdiagnostic groupings and constellations of symptoms rather than etiology. There is not a single lab value or imaging finding or quantifiable guideline that you can find in the DSM. And here's another question. Complex regional pain syndrome is a diagnosis that is ruled out. We think it's related to nerves, but we can't detect it with any of our technology, and it's just pain that's treated with medication. So riddle me this, what is the difference between a neurologist who treats someone with complex regional pain syndrome and the only metric of success they have is the own patient's subjective report of improvement of their lived experience, and the psychiatrist who treats someone for anxiety whose only metric of improvement is their subjective lived experience? Is it just because your perceived disorder happens to be like below the neck? Like, okay, neither of them are detectable. I was talking about this with my attending on neurology, and she feels that her neuroscience training is lacking because she focuses too much on the concrete science in neurology. And we kind of came to this agreement that our specialties may have split a little prematurely, and that maybe the reuniting of neuro and psych is in order. We tried to draw a line between brain and mind and say, like, you doctors handle the brain and you doctors handle the mind. It's not that easy.